taught when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Set, hut, Pittsburgh, 52. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Watch the twits.
On first down, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And again, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Come on, set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Come, baby. Come, baby.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and it's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
50 seconds.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for.
And taken.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater being chased out left. He gets it to Thomas. Now he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Come on, fellas.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Kamara out of a pistol. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
1st and 10.
Allen now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? And Nick
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
So after the INT, it's Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second and goal, Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Get the way.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And Thomas has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kick.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
It's Hill, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Bridgewater to throw it. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Bridgewater. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 7 yards there and a first down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Pauschka's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flush to his right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Hey, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down. On first down, Allen. And the catch made by Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Bridgewater on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Bridgewater. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third down, Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Allen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Binds, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To the air, Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes goes again. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
It's now third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
No, check that. We want Mike.
On third and long, it's Allen. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction. All of a sudden, they're down.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a give, right side. It's Patterson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Allen. He's got it to Hilton. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Patterson on the draw play. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, let's get that ball.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Safety creep. Slam, slam. Cross, ball. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Check that. We got Mike 52.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Switch.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, Kamara. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Results in a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road